Welcome back. We're here at the Forest Gardens Nursery talking about how do we know how to do any of the stuff that we want to do. And that's probably a pretty vague question, but this concept of like, how do we learn how to do all the things that we need to know how to do? Whether it's growing food, whether it's working with water, whether it's building things. And fortunately, there's lots of teachers out there. There's lots of guides. There's lots of knowledge and wisdom that we can access, especially in our modern day with the internet and with books and with, teachers all over the place. But at its core, so much of the knowledge that we have and have access to comes from the natural world, comes from the ecosystems that we are a part of. And so part of the teachings in permaculture design is that the forest is actually the classroom. The forest is where we go to learn how nature is operating and get the inspiration and get the guidance for how to do the things that we want to do. And I would say that, most human knowledge throughout history has come from insight and understanding of the natural world, and this deep observation and this deep sensing and listening to what the natural world is doing. And so if we can tap into that, and there's ways that we can, fortunately, there's tools and there's practices and there's things that we can do to help us to deepen into an understanding and a listening and a paying attention to what the land is doing. And the forest has those teachings. They're there, they're present, they're available. We just, to a large extent, have forgotten how to pay attention or how to listen. And so part of this course, part of the PDC, this design course that we're teaching this season, is going to be leading people through and helping people to reawaken those processes, reawaken their senses to actually listening to and understanding what the land is saying. And so the forest is the classroom, and the forest is our guide and our teacher. And so as we get to wander through and explore and pay attention to what the forest is doing, a lot of the guiding principles and the lessons and the teachings, they become self-evident. So if you're interested in this and understanding how the forest can be our teacher, invite you to check out the Permaculture Design course that we're hosting here at Forest Gardens in the second half of August.